Hey, 7 ways you could save money. Good. You can see that little red blood spot. But it happened. But he is super chill. I don't know how I should do this. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't already know, my name is Anthony Gamez, and let's get straight into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about budgies and cockatiels. Watch to the end to see which is the best for you and your lifestyle. The pure excitement in my face. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is their care. So how is the care from a cockatiel and a budgie different? Their care is basically the same, except for cockatiels you can use bigger seeds and bigger pellets instead of like the little ones for budgies. And then it's going to be a little bit more expensive for these guys because they're going to need a bigger cage. They're going to need more food as they're bigger, so they eat more. And they're also going to go through a lot more toys. So this guy shreds more toys than Belle because his beak is way stronger than Belle's beak because Belle's beak is little. So this guy goes through more toys. I actually have to replenish them more for him because he shreds them. So right now he is actually shredding through one of the DIY toys in my past video. I just put in a new DIY toy in Belle's cage, I believe. I'm pointing at it. So because I do make my own toys, they do come out cheaper than as if you were to buy them at the pet store. Now another part of their care is how long you have to care for them. So cockatiels can live around 15 years. There has been stories of them living tremendously longer, but average is around 15 years. For budgies, it's a little shorter because they are smaller, so they have a shorter lifespan. It is around 10 to 12 years. But like with cockatiels, there's been stories of them living for 15 years, etc. Alright, so the next section is going to be personality-wise. So there is going to be bigger of a difference here. Cockatiels can actually be more lovey in a sense. So budgies are more independent, and there has been times where Belle just wants to be on me and that's all she wants to do. But most of the time she wants to fly around the room. She's very active as she is more little. Where cockatiels are more just chill out. They just want to hang out on your shoulder. So cockatiels are more needy, I guess you could say, than budgies because they want to be around you. Sometimes it's just the cutest thing, but they bow their head when you try to pick them up. That was a little one. They bow their head so that you can give them scratches, and I think it's super cute, but it also depends on how much time you have to give. So you could get 2 budgies and then they could entertain themselves, so you won't have to take them out as often than if you were to get 1 budgie or 1 cockatiel. It is going to be more work because they need more quality one-on-one time with you, because instead of bonding with their partner, they're bonding with you. So if you want less of a time consumption and less work, I guess you could say, it's still going to be a lot of work, but a little bit less than having just 1. You could get a pair of budgies. They will bond to each other. There is always a risk when you get multiple birds, they could not like each other. Like these 2 still don't get along. We've definitely got a lot more progress with them getting along, as I can take them out for a couple, like say a minute right now, but we are working towards that goal of having them together. Some birds just they just can't be around each other. So I figured out what is causing this, and it's actually Miss Belle's hormones. She's very hormonal. She can get very hormonal. I'm definitely working on it. Belle was here first, so she's actually jealous of Amo, and that is why she tries to fight him, because she thinks Amo is going to take my place. So I'm taking steps towards that, and I could do a separate video on that. But I need to reassure Belle that she is my one and only love in her eyes, so that she doesn't try to kill this guy. So if you have the extra time, you can just get 1 cockatiel or 1 budgie. They are going to need that extra one-on-one time with you, and it really is a big effort. So in I believe that corner you can see the reality of having birds and what I didn't expect when I got birds. So you can go watch those videos after this video, okay? Make sure to watch it after. If you could do me a huge favor before we get more into this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications to get notified when I do upload. You will see my journey with my birds, and you also get more care info to have your birds living the best life that they can. So like I said before, budgies are more active. So that is why I am bribing her with millet right now. And that is why she's staying with me, because if I were to take away the millet, then she would just fly away and be flying on these ropes, which is actually really cool. But if you want a more hangout type, like be around you, have them in your environment, a budgie is better for you. If you want more affectionate, they need scritches, they want to be on you at all times, you could get a cockatiel. You can see he wanting to come out, he's like, let me out. So if you want a more affectionate, more clingy to you bird, then you could get a cockatiel. If you want more subtle and less needs to be on you and with you at 24/7 type of bird, then you can get a budgie. Right now that I'm talking about the affection levels that birds have, we should go more into hand-fed and parent-fed birds. So Amo was actually hand-fed. I got him at a bird store. Now they are very humane, but I still most likely will never buy birds from babies again. If I do get more birds, they're gonna be adopted and birds in need. The only reason I got him as a baby bird was I didn't have that much experience. I only had experience with the budgies, but not cockatiels. And also there was no cockatiels to be adopted. Like for months and months, I would check on petfinder.com, and there was never cockatiels around me. They were always like 4 or 5 hours away, and I couldn't drive. Well, I don't drive, but my parents couldn't drive me that far just to get a bird. So instead we opted out, and I just wanted to buy him. Another video if adopted birds or if regular baby birds are better for you in your lifestyle. Like I said, from now on I'm just going to be adopting birds if I do get more birds. On the other hand, since he was hand-fed, this girl was parent-fed. I got her at Petco, you know, your simple $20 bird, which I will never buy from Petco again. But she was only $20, and which is really cheap, and why people think budgies are disposable decorations. Budgies are very underrated, and I think they have as much personality, and if not more, than a macaw or those really, really cool birds. Small birds are the same thing in a smaller package, as I've said before. If I were to have gotten Belle hand-fed, she probably would have been a little bit more affectionate, but it's very rare for a budgie to be as affectionate as a cockatiel, because cockatiels are mainly want to be with you. Now, if I were to get a parent-fed cockatiel, then that would be a different story. They would still want to be affectionate, but it would definitely take a lot more time to tame them, and a lot more of your effort and you knowing more of what to do, what not to do. So if you want really, really the most affectionate you can get, hand-fed is usually the best thing. Although with Belle, she's still very affectionate, and she was parent-fed. Budgies also tamed down pretty quickly compared to Amo. Even though he was hand-fed, he didn't always want to be on me. I still had to build that trust with him, and definitely I've built that trust with both of them, and they're both very cute and the best thing. Boop. Now let's go to the sound level. Both budgies and cockatiels don't make a lot of noise. Budgies do a more smaller of a chatter consistently.
Last year, but there was all brainy tunes that explained the things that I didn't like. Thank you. Because, you know, I really don't give that too much credit it deserves.
So it's not really anything. Budgies can talk, Belle does not talk. They can also whistle, and she actually never whistled until this guy started whistling, and then she copied him. Now Amo actually does whistle. Male cockatiels are known for being more vocal than female cockatiels, which is why you always see the males singing, and they don't really talk, but whistling is their thing. They can mimic whistles. There's videos on YouTube of loops for your bird to learn a certain whistle. I do that sometimes. It's just on the TV, and it is a cockatiel whistling Super Mario Bros for like 3 hours. So if you want more like a more of like nonsense type talking. It's still very cute, but it's not that like whistle where you're like, wow, OMG, like the show off type thing, I guess you could say. So overall, cockatiels are more of a commitment. They get more bonded to you. They are more affectionate, but they also live longer, need more care, and overall, they are bigger of a commitment than budgies. This being said, budgies are not easy to take care of. They're not these decorations that you put outside on your porch and forget about. They are not these disposable birds or beginner birds, as some people may say. That is a very bad term to use for budgies because they are still birds, they are still parrots actually, and they need pretty much the same care as a cockatiel, as a bigger bird. It's just in a smaller package. So pretty soon I will be releasing care guides on both budgies and cockatiels, which can help you weigh the pros and the cons, see what you can handle, what you can't handle. It is a very big commitment, so please take your time. These are real parrots and they are not disposable little tiny pets that you get at the pet store, like a goldfish, even though goldfish should still be kept very good, like betta fish, which are usually kept in tiny little bowls, but I'm not going to go in that. So they are still very important that you take really good care of them, and either bird you get, it's going to be a big commitment, a long commitment, and you need to think about are you ready to take that commitment? With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching through the end of the video. If you are still here, I am very proud of you. If you are still here, remember to smash that like button down below, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications. I thank you guys so much for watching through once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!